The following is scheduled for 5 rounds and is your first co-main event of the evening. Introducing first, fighting out of the Applied Nutrition Corner, wearing white trunks. Representing Sweat Box Gym from Somerset, Smiley Mason Shaw! And his opponents across the ring, fighting out of the Prize Guy Corner, wearing black shorts, representing BKFC Gym Newcastle, from Newcastle, Granty Molloy!
A good pop there from the crowd for Grant Molloy. Danny Christie, our referee. Just make sure they are fully understanding of all the rules as we get underway. Molloy on the front foot, but he's getting caught by some shots here from Mason Shaw.
Molloy desperate to keep Shaw on the back foot. Tucks in, willing to commit so early in the fight.
Shaw is quite happy firing off that back foot. I think Molloy just needs to make sure his feet are right when he's throwing his shots. Nice shot down the middle from Shaw.
So Molloy needs to be careful, because if he's trudging forward, trying to fall into Shaw, he's going to double the impact if he gets caught with a shot, so he needs to make sure his guard is tight and high.
That was a nicer shot. Good uppercut there, lands.
And the way you guys are going about it, you know, it's a solid shot that are coming through. I think fatigue will get the better of them more than anything else.
The uppercut's landed a few times, and it does seem like Molloy's starting to find his feet a bit more in this opener. But again, they've got the open scoring to deal with over the 5 rounds, so they'll know soon enough how their game plan's working. Heavy shots coming in from Shaw.
Yeah. Molloy seems to be the one that looks like he's exerting more energy in this first round. Shaw trying to put everything into the first few shots, but seems to be more relaxed.
That was a nice check left hook from Shaw.
I'll give that first round to Molloy. Both fighters decide to stand in the corner. First of 5 rounds gone.
Yeah, it was a good right hook from Shaw.
Shaw clipping Molloy as he comes in. Trying to swing them over.
Yeah, even though some of these shots from Shaw are landing on the guard of Molloy, they seem to have a real impact. But there were some nice uppercuts, a couple we didn't see there from Molloy as well. It was a close round. I'll be interested to see how the judges have it. As we get underway for the second round. I don't believe the scorecard was read out unless I missed it.
I was waiting for it as well.
Molloy continues on the front foot.
Molloy just needs to watch out for those clubbing shots from Shaw. They didn't get caught on the temple and messed up his equilibrium walking in.
If he wants to keep moving forward, what can he do to avoid some of those clubbing shots?
Hold the gloves on your head when you're walking in, just to protect the temple. Because what happens, you're very conscious of what's going on, but when you hit on equilibrium, your balance is gone, everything's gone. your ego's still trying to walk forward.
This is good work from Molloy.
Well, he's to tidy his work up, don't smother his own work. He's getting the shots in, but look like they're hitting the arms or just skimming past the guard.
Shaw turns him on the ropes there, but doesn't really make the most of it.
But the cuter, cleaner work is from Shaw.
Misses with that uppercut. That could have taken his head off had it landed.
Nothing clean landing really from either fighter.
30 seconds remain in this second round. Good shot from Shaw over the top with the right hand, but Molloy responds.
Good work.
That's better by Shaw.
That's it. That's the cleanest work we've seen from both fighters.
Yeah, good combination, but Molloy responds in kind. Neither man has been hurt by the other one yet. But I say that just as Molloy lands a lovely uppercut left hook. This is a really well-matched fight. I think that much is clear at this point. I think you're right. I think the cuter work is being done by Shaw, but the aggressor is Molloy to the extent where they're almost cancelling each other out.
It's down to the experience of the referees, what they're looking at and what impresses them. You see the offensive work, the front foot work, most of it's coming from Molloy. But he's aiming for the body. The cleanest shots are coming from Shaw, slips it around the side, up the middle, clubs it over the top. They're the cleanest shots we've seen, so you'd have to go for him to pull this off for sure.
And I can see OMC has the microphone there, so will he announce this round? If you're watching at home and we missed the first round being announced, do let us know.
And your winner of rounds 1 and 2, Mason Shaw!
So Mason Shaw won both rounds 1 and 2. We've just been told. So that means Grant Molloy has it all to do in his 3 remaining rounds, and he's fighting like it now. Shaw looks happy to wait and try and counter Molloy. I'd like to see a few more feints from Molloy, because at the moment he's just marching forward, throwing shots, and Shaw just looked a little bit too wily for that.
Needs to use his arms, use his punch power, use the pad work that he's doing in the gym, and the bag work from Molloy. Pick the shot, don't bully the shot.
Good right hand lands there. It's a great pace though for this fight. Good right hand to the body from Shaw, then some nice head movement. Good right hand lands from Shaw. Deep breath taken by Molloy. Good guard by Molloy as Shaw's gloves bounce off those forearms. Molloy's putting less into his punches, but they're getting through.
Molloy's shots, what I see, look like they're landing more on the guard. And if you're a referee looking at this, you're looking for any clean shot coming through. So the standout shots are the clean shots from Shaw. So far, most of the work, the physical work in this is coming from Molloy, but the clean shots are coming from Shaw the last 30 seconds of each round.
Yeah, managing the rounds really well, but this has been good from Molloy. More pressure, some shots getting through, particularly those uppercuts. He really, really needs this round. Let's take a look at some of these replays here.
Yeah, the clean work coming from Shaw. The physical work coming from Molloy. And I know the shots are bouncing off the guard, But it's probably one, maybe 3 shots I've seen from Molloy land on Shaw. Putting the iron on the under the eyes to keep them swelling down. Both fighters opting to stand instead of sit. 2 rounds left.
Yeah, and neither fighters really wanted to take a
And your
backward
winner
step.
of round 3, Mason Shaw!
3 rounds up, Shaw is. So the judges know what they're looking for. They want shots landing. We don't want physicality. It's no wrestling match.
Yeah, that changes these next 2 rounds. Well, it should do, it could do. Let's see if Shaw changes his approach. But then again, he's had success so far. Does he need to change it much?
He doesn't, but one thing is both fighters are more fatigued now. They've got 4 minutes of work. 3.5 minutes of work.
Molloy's just trying to bully Shaw, but as long as Shaw's able to keep that disciplined high guard, these shots just aren't getting through at the moment. Shaw landed a really nice jab to the body early on. It got a nice reaction. I think that he might be looking to try and slow down the onslaught from Molloy with that. Good jab again.
See, the scoring so far doesn't tell the real picture of the real story of the fight, because even though it's up close and personal, Molloy physically is doing the more work, but he's just not landing with the shots.
Yeah, I don't think it's been completely one-sided, far from it. 3 close rounds, but 3 rounds for Mason Shaw.
Clean work there from Shaw.
Yeah, splitting the guard.
1-2, shows a boxing IQ.
And Molloy's used that physicality, trying to bump Shaw with his shoulder, but
this is something they can work on in the gym, because if you're in the gym just using physicality to get success, then that's when your coaches need to say, no, we need to work on your technique more, because one day you'll come against someone that's as strong as you.
a push there from Molloy, just as you say that, Johnny. Few seconds remain in this 4th round. Mason Shaw seems to be growing into this fight.
Because as the pace slows down, he's just dependent on his hand speed, not his physicality. Whereas Molloy is dependent on his physicality. So as the pace slows down and they're both getting tired, he's more flat-footed. His shots are more clubbing, aren't as clean, and he's getting picked off. And they're probably not even hard shots, but the shots that are landing and catching the eye of the judges.
Yeah, and the bigger shots being thrown by Molloy, they've just been timed, aren't they, by Shaw? And he's just picking the cuter shots through the middle that are getting through. A really good fight, though.
And your winner
Our
of
first
round
feature
4,
bout of the
Mason
evening.
Shaw!
Mason Shaw wins that 4th round, according to the judges. So Grant Molloy needs the knockout. Even a knockdown won't do at this point.
He needs a knockout, and that's what I'm saying. There's some urgency going about his work, but he's got to think, be smart, pick your shots.
I like the determination from Molloy. He knows that he's 4-0 down, but he's still marching forward. There's no quitting him. Mason Shaw's feeling
if I'm honest
himself
with you,
now.
I think this, for Molloy, will be a massive learning factor to think, right, it's a story of 2 halves. I was strong enough, but I want to win. So therefore, I want to concentrate on my boxing IQ. And don't surprise if you see him maybe in 6 months' time come down a little trimmer, a bit smoother, a bit sharper.
Really nice movement. Deep into this 5th round by Mason Shaw. Impressive conditioning from him, but Grant Molloy still able to land. He's still there. Misses with the uppercut there. Mason Shaw showing great ring craft there, going to the body, then upstairs with the uppercut, snapping back the neck of Grant Molloy. Danny Christie. He's a strict referee, Danny Christie. Good shot to the body there from Shaw. 15 seconds remain of this featured bout. And could it be a clean sweep for Mason Shaw?
I do think so. I think it doesn't tell us true story.
Hands out, Serena Bolton! Put your hands together for our first co-main event of the evening!
I think that's a great point. It's a learning fight for Molloy because clearly he's gone the 5 rounds. He's been working hard in the gym.
But it's about mindset. Mindset, he's thinking, if I'm stronger than the man in front of me, I'll beat him. Now he understands it doesn't give you a win. He's got to concentrate on the technique, his boxing prowess, as well as his physicality. And hopefully that will tell him the story because he got what he wanted. He's quite clearly the stronger of the two. He pushed him, he mauled him, he leant on him, but it wasn't enough because he still got outboxed.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, put your hands together for another 5-round fantastic contest. And after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. Your winner, by unanimous decision, Smiley Mason Shaw!
Impressive performance by Mason Shaw. And I'm sure that we will see him back on Gorilla sometime soon because this heavyweight division is cooking up very nicely.